Sometimes it's hard to remember that Tesla, Elon Musk's electric vehicle giant, isn't even old enough to legally drink. Tesla is the 14th most valuable company in the world, with a market capitalization of $566 billion as of March 27th, despite experiencing a series of complications in 2024. The EV maker has factories across 3 continents, and its chief executive is the second richest person in the world, at least for now. Tesla has gone through a lot in less than 21 years. It's introduced 6 passenger vehicles and the Tesla semi-trucks, built several factories, flirted with bankruptcy, and battled federal regulators. Elon Musk made a major promise in November 2019 when he introduced the Cybertruck, his vision for the truck of the future, and said it would be entering production in 2021. The first model of the trapezoid on wheels, as it has been not so lovingly nicknamed, wouldn't be built until last summer. Then, in November 2023, Musk took the stage in Austin, Texas, to deliver the first 10 models of the electric pickup truck. The Cybertruck, unlike traditional pickups, is outfitted with a stainless steel body and sharp angles designed to imitate the appearance of the Starship spaceship developed by Musk's SpaceX. The eccentric billionaire has long been obsessed with making the Cybertruck bulletproof. Famously, the pickup's window shattered when lead designer Franz von Holzhausen chucked a steel ball at it. Musk stands with the damaged specimen, pictured above. If Al Capone showed up with a Tommy gun and emptied the entire magazine into the car door, you'd stay alive, Musk told a crowd last November. Why did you make it bulletproof? He then asked himself, before stating, why not?
Here we are in the SpaceX machine shop.
In early 2001, Musk became involved with the non-profit Mars Society and discussed funding plans to place a growth chamber for plants on Mars. In October of the same year, he traveled to Moscow, Russia with Jim Cantrell and Adeo Ressi to buy refurbished intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, that could send the greenhouse payloads into space. He met with the companies MPO Lavochkin and Cosmotras. However, Musk was seen as a novice 89. And the group returned to the United States without an agreement to purchase Russian launch services. In February 2002, the group returned to Russia to look for 3 ICBMs. They had another meeting with Cosmotras and were offered 1 rocket for $8 million, which Musk rejected. He instead decided to start a company that could build affordable rockets. With $100 million of his own money, 90, Musk founded SpaceX in May 2002 and became the company's CEO and chief engineer, 91-92. SpaceX attempted its first launch of the Falcon 1 rocket in 2006. Though the rocket failed to reach Earth orbit, it was awarded a Commercial Orbital Transportation Services program contract from NASA. After 2 more failed attempts that nearly caused Musk and his companies to go bankrupt, 93, SpaceX succeeded in launching the Falcon 1 into orbit in 2008. Later that year, SpaceX received a $1.6 billion commercial resupply services contract from NASA for 12 flights of its Falcon 9 rocket and Dragon spacecraft to the International Space Station, ISS, replacing the Space Shuttle after its 2011 retirement. In 2012, the Dragon vehicle docked with the ISS, a first for a commercial spacecraft. In 2015, SpaceX began development of the Starlink constellation of low Earth orbit satellites to provide satellite internet access, with the first 2 prototype satellites launched in February 2018. A second set of test satellites, and the first large deployment of a piece of the constellation, occurred in May 2019, when the first 60 operational satellites were launched. The total cost of the decade-long project to design, build, and deploy the constellation was estimated by SpaceX in 2020 to be $10 billion. Some critics, including the International Astronomical Union, have alleged that Starlink blocks the view of the sky and poses a collision threat to spacecraft. During the March 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine, Musk sent Starlink terminals to Ukraine to provide internet access and communication, In October 2022, Musk stated that about 20,000 satellite terminals had been donated to Ukraine, together with free data transfer subscriptions, which cost SpaceX $80 million. After asking the United States Department of Defense to pay for further units and future subscriptions on behalf of Ukraine, Musk publicly stated that SpaceX would continue to provide Starlink to Ukraine for free, at a yearly cost to itself of $400 million. In 2017, Musk founded the Boring Company to construct tunnels and revealed plans for specialized, underground, high-occupancy vehicles that could travel up to 150 miles per hour, 240 kilometers per hour, and thus circumvent above-ground traffic in major cities. Early in 2017, the company began discussions with regulatory bodies and initiated construction of a 30-foot, 9.1 meters, wide 50-foot, 15 meters long, and 15-foot, 4.6 meters deep test trench on the premises of SpaceX's offices. As that required no permits, the Los Angeles Tunnel, less than 2 miles, 3.2 kilometers in length, debuted to journalists in 2018. It used Tesla Model X's and was reported to be a rough ride while traveling at suboptimal speeds. 2 tunnel projects announced in 2018 in Chicago and West Los Angeles have been cancelled. However, a tunnel beneath the Las Vegas Convention Center was completed in early 2021. Local officials have approved further expansions of the tunnel system. Time named Elon Musk their Person of the Year, but in a curious twist, the same Musk who has spearheaded some of the most groundbreaking innovations in electric vehicles, space exploration, and artificial intelligence, was excluded from their 2024 list of the 100 most influential people in AI. History will ultimately decide. He's a man who has shaped multiple sectors. This article projects how Musk could influence a range of industries and social paradigms over the next century. Musk's view that income inequality must be normalized for age is revolutionary in the discourse surrounding wealth distribution. His stance could push for data-driven economic policies that take aging populations into account, especially in countries like Japan and the US. A data-driven economic policy based on Musk's approach would redefine how wealth is perceived across generations. By shifting the focus from merely redistributing wealth to addressing the deeper structural issues of aging societies, policies may evolve to offer greater support to younger generations through targeted education and technology training programs. Musk's insistence on addressing income inequality from this perspective could influence lawmakers.
Our next generation has 22 degrees of freedom. It will be able to play the piano. So it's really like, wow.